What are you doing? Hmm? Go. Hey guys, welcome back. Today we got a little problem we got to take care of out in the barn. It's not a big problem, but I do have a solution for it. We're going to go in the garage and get the stuff to fix what's going on out there, and we'll go attend to this problem. Okay, we're in the barn here. I'll show you what's going on here. That real bad temperature drop we had a few weeks ago kind of destroyed some of the light bulbs out here, and they're just barely hanging on. If you can see that one up there, it's kind of just blinking. That one over there. Now the ones that I put in, those LEDs, these bright ones, are doing just fine. So I went to Menards and got a whole slew of them. They were having a sale, as much as you can put in a bag, like a paper bag, grocery bag, everything with 15% off that you can fit in there. So I bought a bunch because we got to get some things rendered here in the barn, because 3.5 months we're gonna have 2 baby horses coming soon. So this stall right here, I want to basically make it look like these stalls over here. Put some sliding doors on it. We got to redo the mats inside and all that good stuff, and some of the lining in the back needs repaired. But the first thing I'm going to do is get some lighting out here, and that should be a simple fix. Like I said, it wasn't a huge deal, but you know, at night sometimes you can't really see back here in the barn because there's just nothing in the stall. Now eventually I will run lights and put, you know, each stall will have its own light. I'll have to do that before the babies come. But let's go ahead and get those lights put in and see if it makes any difference. Not gonna really be able to tell unless I shut all the doors and not let the sunlight in. But it's about 30 degrees today, so it's a little bit warmer. So let's go up about 35. So I better get what I can done outside. So let's go ahead and get those lights in. So these are the lights I'm putting up. They're 8,000 lumens, so they should brighten up a little bit. And they're LEDs, so they don't use very much electricity, and they're supposed to last a lot longer. All right, that definitely brightens things up quite a bit. So I got a couple more I need to replace. So I'm gonna go ahead and get at those. Okay, that should be plenty bright. Like I said, I am going to add lights to each stall before the babies come. But this is just stage one. Got to get the lighting right, and then I'm gonna have to work on this stall right here. Shouldn't take me too long, maybe a day or two, get this stall in shape, and then we'll have to go buy some new mats. As you can tell, these mats are pretty bad. She kicks them up all the time, and we don't want that, you know, wild babies here. So, but I think that'll work, guys. I think this problem is solved for now. Hopefully these can take the extreme cold, because the regular light bulbs, they don't. I'll take you up here. I left one in. I don't really need to replace that, but you see how yellow it is. It's not doing anything. These are pretty significantly brighter. So, all right, guys, we're gonna move into the garage. I got some cleanup to do. I'm gonna go ahead and move the 6610 out and clean up a little bit, because I am going to have to work on my hay baler here pretty soon, and I'm debating on selling that one and maybe kind of upgrading to a little bit newer one, but I got to see if I can fix it. Hopefully it's nothing too major with the bearings and stuff, but I did a lot of work last year on it, and I got to see if the work that needs to be done to it is worth it. You know what I mean? Because I know what I can get that's out there right now that I can get an upgrade as far as money. I know what I can sell that one for if it's just for parts. So I got to dig into that. That's for another time. But right now we're going to get up in that garage and just try to straighten it up a little bit. So let's head on up there. All right, guys, I put 2 of those lights in here. I don't know if you can tell the difference, but it doesn't seem as dark in here. I hope not anyhow. At least it lights up the back of the 6610 a little better. All right, guys, I really couldn't film a whole lot. I did a little bit of cleaning in here. Main thing was to get the baler uncovered where I can access it. Because basically this whole side right here, I got to take it off and look in the bearings that run the pickups, which the pickups are down, which you're not gonna be able to see, it's dark over here. They're down in there. I lost a few of the barrels this year, so I've got to see if I can either weld on new shoes or if this baler is just doomed. I don't know yet. I got to take it all off. I mean, that's the main reason why I was breaking chains last year. Is the bearings are bad and those pickups kept breaking off, then getting jammed, and then it would rip the barrel off, and it would just get jammed in there and then snap both chains on both sides that run the pickup. So, you know, the chains aren't cheap. I don't want to keep doing it. I don't want to keep working on this thing, because when things break, it's always when you're in the field. Obviously, it doesn't do it now because it's sitting. So I just want to make things a little easier on me and see if I can get this thing completely redone, or if I can just pursue a different baler. So that'll be another video, but that's it for today. Tomorrow morning I'll catch up with you guys. We got to take PD down to a vet clinic to get his hocks injected, and I'll run that with you guys just to show you the whole ordeal. It just helps them move better and allows them to be a little bit more, not pain-free, but just a little bit more comfortable, let's just say that. But yeah, we'll go down there, get that done, bring him back, and then I got one other thing that I want to go over with you guys. Pretty big project. I'm not doing it. I'm hiring somebody to do it. Probably not going to get a whole lot of video because they're going to be here while I'm working, but I'll definitely get the aftermath. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. All right, guys, it's the next day. We just got back from taking PD down to get his hocks injected. I didn't really film any of that just because some of the vets don't really want to be filmed while they're doing procedures. But we'll go in here and check on him. They had to sedate him pretty good to do it. But I think he's in good shape. Petey, you're dirty. Oh, he must have rolled. But yeah, it's like I said, it what that does is this helps him, it kind of lubricates his joint back there, and not that he was in pain, but he's getting to that age because he's 14 now. He needs just a little bit extra, just like any of us would get our knees injected or something like that when like our meniscus is deteriorating or whatever. He doesn't have any of that kind of stuff, but it's just things that we do, you know, to ourselves to get out, you know, be a little bit more comfortable. It's the same thing with horses. It just gives them a little bit more comfort back here and no worries. So the thing I want to talk to you about, the thing we're going to have done that I'm not doing, I'm going to have a contractor do it, is we're going to start taking down some of these major trees that are around the house. For instance, that one right there, that's the big one there. I'm going to have him take that one down, those 2 little ones, that tree down, and this pine tree. Now, reasoning behind that is the one behind the house is damaging the roof because it's allowing the roof to grow like moss on it, and that's damaging the shingles and stuff like that. The other trees, eventually we are going to put a swimming pool where that old garage is, so we are going to need the trees out of the way so we can at least have some sunshine when we're in the pool. And the pine tree is because of right there, it's in the way of where we want to put the uricizer, which is up at the other farm, which I made a video just cleaning it up and making it work up there. But we ended up installing or doing our pigs up there, so we're just going to move all the horses down here as far as race horses and everything. But that uricizer is a key thing for the race horses. That way we can work them here and not have to have them on the track every day, because that kind of gets costly. It's, you know, it's a fee for every day the trainer's up there, or every day the trainer has our horse. We have to pay a day rate. So the more we can keep them here on the farm and just race off the farm instead of keeping it with a trainer and have him take it up to the track, the better off we'll be as far as money wise. So that's kind of like the big project. Now this tree right here, I think I'm gonna take down. I'll probably just run a boom and do it, but it's not a necessity right now. I do have to cut that limb right there off though, because it's dead. So what we're gonna do right now is go over to the barn and try to get some of this hay cleaned out. We're just gonna burn it right there, not in the barn, but outside of it, and start getting that where I can bring some fill in and start getting that thing on its way. So the weather's going to stay pretty much stable for the next week and a half. It says about mid-40s. And it's going to be muddy, but it is what it is. We got to keep moving forward. So let's go over there and start getting that stuff out of there and see if we can get it to burn. All right, well, we got a little bit cleaned up, so that set through a little bit each day, burning that hay. It'll probably take maybe 2 weekends to get that done. It's a slow process. It's supposed to rain all week, so we're not going to be able to do any burning throughout the week. But the tree guys will be here tomorrow. I'll film what I can tomorrow. If they're still here when I get home from work, I'll film some of them as long as they don't mind. I just got to move the trailer out of the way, and we'll get on our way with all these projects. 2023 is going to be a full year, so these are going to be some pretty massive projects that are coming up to get this homestead fully working, in maybe even a source of income if we get everything operating good. You know, we've lived here for 12, 13 years, 14 years, and you know, the first probably 10 years, first 8 years, we really didn't have animals other than horses. I built our horse barn when we got here. The only barn that was standing was the barn that I'm doing the roof on, and the small garage. My shop I built, barn I built. I've done all the fence work, which you guys seen. That was kind of my initial videos on this channel, but it's a work in progress. I'd like to get this place more of an operating farm. We're trying to buy the land around us that I have leased. That'll give us almost 30 acres. So I want to make it sustainable. You know, I'd like to have a vegetable stand out front, selling vegetables, all that good stuff. You know, maybe it can be a good source of income. So, and we also have the farm up the road, and that's my wife's mother and dad's. So, you know, eventually we'll have that. And I think that's where I'm going to make the cattle farm. There's plenty of acreage there to do that. We got the pigs up there already. So, but that's 4-H stuff, so I don't know how long we'll stay in that. Hopefully, you know, once the 4-H stuff is done, we can just continue into just raising them for feeder pigs, because, you know, it's a nice facility anyhow, the way we got it. But anyways, guys, stick around. There's a lot of things coming up. Hope you guys are enjoying the videos I'm putting out. I'm able to film a little bit more. Just, you know, the last month and a half, 2 months with the holidays and all that stuff, it was just kind of slow go. So be a lookout. If, like I said, if you like these videos, give me a thumbs up, and if you're not subscribed, please subscribe. We'll talk to you guys later.